Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm James and today we are building the New-Land 3D woodcraft assembly kit of a Ferris wheel XDG011H. First of all, nicely coloured. Total of 62 pieces. At the bottom here it tells you the size, and as you can tell it's very nice coloured. So let's get into this model and see what we've got. Okay, nicely wrapped in cellophane. We can get into it. Okay, so what we have here is the instructions, so we'll go through them in a minute. And as soon as we open, we come to two sheets, a bit of sandpaper as well. I'll flip this one over. Like I said, this has a total of 62 parts, and of looking at the sheets as well, you got one which is 2-1 and 2-2, so you would then be able, it's quite easy to tell what part is needed from what strap. Now going to the instructions, very nicely coordinated, going right the way through from A right the way through to F and final production. And on this side you have a little key of what sort of parts you need to go for, so you can look at your instructions and then go straight through to the key so you know where to go. So let's have a start of building this. Okay, so first of all we're starting on stage A. We need A2. So like I said, look at the sheet here, look for A2, and that would be in the centre of these parts. So we have then got to should be able to pop all these pieces out, and they're all laser cut as well, just like so. Easy to pop out, and then pop them out, and once you pop them out you should have that. So you repeat that for the same process, so then you're making every single piece up. If we can. And then all the spare pieces, or the parts that you don't need, you can just chuck to one side. And just gather all these parts up. Let's pop them all out. So A2 would be inside of the Ferris wheel here, which is quite handy actually. It saves a lot of room. And as you're popping them out, you have to be careful not to break these bits here. They are quite thin and feel a bit flimsy as well. There we go. So we'll pop these ones out. Keep repeating the process all the way through until you have all of your parts for A2 as well. So go through And remember, if you're having trouble, you can always ask a member of family or an adult or guardian to help with these parts, and you should be able to get them out fairly easily. Okay, so there we go. That's all of A2 pieces taken out. So now we need, so what we'll do is we'll put them to one side. So these are all A2 parts. We can then get the A3s, which, yet again, they are on the same strut. What I can see, oh, there is some A3s on the other strut as well. But we will need to get those pieces, or go to that strut in a moment, so we can get to A1. Okay, so as always, it's the same with A2s. You just pop the centre pieces out and keep following the process again. And as always, just be careful not to pop too hard so you break the pieces. And as I said, you need to, oh, this piece is falling out here, look. So we need the A1s as well, so we can, this bit's fallen out. So some of them are really loosely attached, so it would make it easy to pop out. Okay. There we go. And they're all the A1 pieces. So what we then do is we get the A3, sorry, and place them in a pile with these ones again. Looks to be a total of 10 as well. There we go. Right, okay, so what we do now is we get A1 and we get an A2 as well, and we just place A1 through the hole of A2. We then repeat the process again, but yet with the A3. So we go through all of them and we basically repeat the process for all 10. So this is the easy part. Okay, a few more to go. And as always, when you pop them out as well, just be careful not to catch yourself with the splinters. That's why you have the bit of sandpaper as well. You can just sand some of the parts down. Just a bit of a health and safety reason, really. But if you're an adult like myself, you don't really need sandpaper. It's just a precautionary. And there we go. Right, so as we have here all of the A1s to A3s put together. So now what we do is we can now get all of the A4s and the A5s, which are joined together. So what we can do is just pop them through. And we've got the A4 here and the A5 there. So we'll just put them into separate piles of orders. onto the other sheet again. To repeat the same process again, just pop them through. And just makes it easier if you just make a whole pile of all the parts. And there we go. So what we then do is we then get one of these parts and we grab this one, A1 to A3. And we grab an A4 and we make sure the coloured side is facing upwards, and we slot it in to the little side parts as so, like so. So you should, oh, if it fits, there we go, should have something like that. Okay, so we then grab an A5 and we repeat this same process again, but this time put it right on the bottom. Put it on the bottom like so. So then that way you've got yourself your first seat. So what you then do is just basically carry on all the way through and repeat the same process again. So while I do this, what I shall do now is I shall skip through to what I have done, and I will see you in a sec. Okay, and we are back, and as you can see I have done all 10 of the seats. So what we can do is we can now put these to one side, and we are on stage B. So what we will need now is A6. Now A6, you need this specific part here. Now, as I said, just carefully pop them out, and it should come out fairly easily. So you get one from each strut, just like so. And as always, all what you do is you have one facing up with the slot like that, facing up, and then you have another one, and you just basically slide them in together like so. Okay, so we then put that part to one side as well, and now we're now on stage C, which is A7, which is on, I would imagine it'll be any one of these ferris parts. So what we do is we pop, oh, be careful, just have to be careful as always. Well, just pop it out like that, and as always before, you just pop them out from making the seats. So what we then do is we get all 7 seats and place them in like so. So what I will do now is I will skip forward to the completed part, and I will check back with you in a sec. Okay, and now we are back. Now, as you can tell, I've skipped ahead. I've placed stage B into the centre, and I've also placed the other side of the Ferris wheel frame on top as well to fully attach the seat. It can be a bit difficult. The holes are a bit tight, but with a bit of persistence and a bit of time, you can get them in. So that is now stage D complete. We are now on stage E. So we put this back to one side again, and now we need to get A8. So we need 2 parts of A8, which are these small circular grey pieces. Without breaking that one off. So what you need is that one there. We get two of them. There's one on each strut, and then what we do is we just basically place that on to the inside, like so. Okay. Just double check the instructions as well if you're a bit unsure. And so it should have something like that. Now next we get is A9, which are the actual support stands or the support beams for the Ferris wheel itself. Let's pop the extra pieces out from the inside. Get this piece as well. So like always, there's always one of each part on each strut. So what we then do is we then grab the main body of the Ferris wheel again, and then we just slide them on top like so. So then repeat the same process on the other side. There we go. So then we have it we can then stand it up like so. Now what we need to do is move on to getting part B1, which are these small circular blue pieces. And if you remember your childhood times, they also look like a blue version of a Pac-Man. So what we then do is we then just grab our Ferris wheel again, and we just slide it up onto the top side here, like so. And that just basically keeps everything intact. And then we just place this one on this side in a different way. Oh, if it will go in, of course. And there we go. So that is those pieces done. And then lastly, we need to go to stage F, which means getting these two grey parts here, which are part number B2. And all you do for this is just slide them in to the side here, and they just basically keep the main Ferris wheel structure together, and you can stand it upright without any problem. And just slide it in all the way, and just repeat the same again for the other process. Slide that one in, and then this one, and there we go, guys. That is your completed Ferris wheel. So it's quite an enjoyable build. Only 62 parts, which is fairly easy build as well. It wouldn't take that long as well. And as you can tell, without getting seats the wrong way around, as you can tell, you can turn it round as well. So as always, I would like to thank Crazytoys for allowing me to build this product and sponsoring me. And if you like this build, I will leave a link in the description to this product. I will also leave a link in the description to their store as well. And as always, if you'd like to leave a like, please leave a like. If you'd like to leave a comment about this product or any other products you would like me to try out, much appreciated. And as always, please subscribe. That would be brilliant, and you can always see what else I have to build. So for now, keep building, keep thumbs busy, and bye bye.